Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? I'm Enrique, and this is Easy Things to Draw. Hopefully, having a really nice day. I'm having a pretty awesome day today. And today, I want to go over an exercise that I think will really help you out. And it's an exercise I kind of invented. Obviously, I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but I haven't really seen it called anything. But if it is, and I'll put it in the description later on when I find out. But for now, I'm just calling it the ribbon exercise. This is to help you with kind of overlapping shapes, specifically things like, let's say, hair or string, or you see rope or shoelace or chains and stuff like that. People have a hard time with the kind of overlappingness of it. So what I basically did was try to kind of drill it. Those used to be little aspects of the drawing, but now I'm kind of drilling it. Well, I've been drilling it for a little bit. So for example, let's say you take a flat piece of tape. I'm going to be drawing just in pen right now. Hopefully you can see. So let's say you have something like a flat piece of tape. And as you turn it, let's say you turn it over. One moment. Let's say you turn it like that. You're thinking of this side, and you're thinking of the other side. You're thinking about how these shapes turn back and forth on each other. And that, during a drawing, when you're thinking about anatomy, and you're thinking about, like faces and, that kind of stuff, the body type, the pose, this is kind of in the details that people tend to lose. You know what I mean? It tends to just become this like other thing to put your brain on. So, for example, let me kind of this one side here. So you have this kind of goes over, down here goes up, and that would be a pretty good exercise. Something like that, like flipping it around. So let me give you another example, especially with hair. Let's say you got this line. I drew a really thin line, and I got a line over that. So I'm going to find one particular line, and I'm going to pretend it's these tapes again. And they're kind of twisting and turning. Think about how it would look flat on its side. Let's see this. How would that look? One moment. See, so you're seeing the upper side of that. That's coming around here. Think about how it's barely riding that edge here. But it's turning back and forth as it's going around. It's like a ribbon. It's getting thinner and thicker as it comes around. Sorry for my sloppiness. This is just because I'm trying to demonstrate this. It's a little bit harder with this. I was going to demonstrate with a marker, but I didn't think it would kind of get the point across as well. So I'm just using the same pen I always use. This is like, let's say, the underside. And this is, flips back and you see the upper side again, right there. But then you have, let's say, something behind it. Let's say you have a string behind it. Where is that going to travel? And that has to do with drawing through the form, like I say a lot. Drawing through the form is something that a lot of people don't do. A friend of mine's really bugging me with that right now because he's a really good artist, but he doesn't do that. And I think that's one of those things that amateurs, really kind of intermediate to amateur. That's kind of where they get over that. You have to draw the line through it, like it. Well, actually, let me finish this real quick, and I'll talk to you about it. Ooh, let me see, that's kind of flat. See, that's an example. So, is this close enough? So as this is going this way, it's continuing over here, right? It's going through this form that's interfering, right? You have this other ribbon interfering. So you're gonna, like, so when this goes through, you have to make sure it connects on this side. You have to make sure it looks like it's connecting on the back. You can't just draw the line over here, you know, or else it will look too separate if it's over here. You have to draw it right here, like it's really connecting in. Hopefully that makes sense. So basically it just connects on the other side. And you can even draw another one. So like I said, it would really help you with two things. It would help you with kind of thinking about dimension in a way, because you're thinking about that flat piece and how things change and move and swirl around. And you're also thinking about overlapping different lines. And you just do that with any different shape. That's going to help you with a lot. That's going to help you a lot, actually. I'm going to go over another exercise I use, this, which is really similar to this, that is actually for hair. But I'm going to do that in a hair video. I'm going to do a new hair video pretty soon, so I'll go over that at that point. See that? You have to draw through, like, lightly, connect it on the other side. Hopefully this isn't too mixed up. I think it's pretty direct to the point, but, you know, I know sometimes I'm talking in my own mind, and it doesn't really work out that way. People think, you know, whatever. But please let me know if this doesn't make sense to you. I call this a ribbon exercise. And you can just get extremely complicated with how you want to design these things. And like I said, it's just an exercise to clarify your mind when you're working. You know, because a big part of when you draw, especially when you draw stuff that's like small details and stuff like that, a lot of that is because sometimes you just feel like you can't do it because you haven't worked it out yet in your brain. You know, that's kind of what practice is. You're working things out already. You know, or else you get this mental fatigue. You're like, oh, I have to work that out. Oh my God, you know. But if you already kind of have it worked out, like maybe like drilling this stuff, you already have the kind of overlapping or the way things flip back and forth. If you're practicing that, you drill it into your mind. You know, you drill into your mind like because you've done it before, and you won't hesitate when you do shoelaces. What else was I saying? Maybe bits of cloth, you know, when you tie stuff up. Like I said, chains are similar, but I mean, obviously it's a different thing. But I mean, you know, you have the overlapping of stuff like that, you know, basically ties. So, anyways, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. If you did like that exercise, I got a bunch more. You know, I want to talk to you guys about all that stuff. If you guys have any other ideas, I wrote down a bunch of ideas. Somebody told me they want a video on like the veins of the arm, and I'm trying to work on a video about that. And I just have to kind of work out how to explain that, because some of these things I've never really had to explain verbally. You know, you just kind of draw them. But yeah, if you have any questions, put them below. If you have any comments on this exercise, please let me know as well. And I hope that, you know, was clear and concise for you. So I will talk to you guys next time. And I'm using, oh, by the way, one last thing. I forgot to say what pen I'm using. I'm using the F301 Zebra, because I always get that question every week. And I also use this other one, which is rubbed off, unfortunately. It's another Zebra pen. I cannot remember because these things, I have a ton of them. But I can put the name in the description, and you know, you can Google them or look them up. Also, if you want to go to refinethedesign.com, that's my website. I have my art on there. I sell an art program there called Art Boost. It's just about, you know, the different aspects of these, you know, different mental aspects of art that really hold you back. I talk about my experiences with that, and I'm going to start selling prints on there again. So, anyways, I'm not going to put that one in the description. I'm not going to write it in. And I don't like to put too many links anymore, so I'm not going to write that in, so I'm just saying it verbally. So check out the other videos, and I'll see you soon.